Hello again. Happy forenoon to everybody on this fine day of the sun. Just finished another training session, making sure I'm prepared for the zombie apocalypse that I'm pretty sure is coming pretty soon, with all of the absolute insanity that's going on. So I don't like to use that M word when I'm saying forenoon. I don't like to when people say good M. All right, it's a happy forenoon, and if anyone says that to me, I just say higher back to try and lift them higher. Right, the M word is all what you do when somebody dies, isn't it? You go into it. The same thing when people say, "Are you awake?" or "I am awake." Well, that's what you do when you go have a party after someone's dead, isn't it? After a funeral, you go to their wake, drink a bit of whiskey. So I don't like using that either. I like to be aware rather than those other words. Aware in the forenoon. So there's a lot of distraction going on at the minute, isn't there? A lot of absolute insanity flooding the UK. Obviously, a lot of people probably heard all the stuff going on with Russell Brand, but I wouldn't be too worried about him. Massive absolute distraction, keeping you away from remembering what's going on in the actual Parliament, where the pedo house, you got like a Fishy there who's just decided he was going to ban like the XL bullies. Again, massive distraction as well, and going to cause huge distress right the way across the country with all these families and everything that have pets. Did you know, right? Do you know what animal kills more people in the UK than any other animal at all? Cows. Cows have killed more people in the UK than any dog ever has. But they're not going to ban them, are they? Just another ridiculous thing to bring people's vibration down, but also to keep people from listening to what's going on in the Parliament, where he made the sanctions against any companies to sell any or trade at all with Russia, apart from his mates, who he got a £5 million backhander from when they were selling diggers and machines over into Russia. But it's all right for him to get £5 million backhander he got. But he can't remember it, he says to the committee when they're questioning him. And they also can't remember where all the billions and billions of pounds have went missing from all of these contracts and everything like that. So also when they pass these new acts, now remember, these are never going to be laws. Can't be laws. Okay, an act and a statute is not law. Legislation is not law. It's good to be able to use legislation sometimes when it can favour you, but just bear in mind it's never going to be a law. But they've passed now 3 hearings in these Parliament little scumbags, all right, that passed it so that they're going to go to net zero in everyone's own home. So, and then if they want smart meters fitted in every single home in the whole country, and if you try and resist and don't let them in, right, they're going to force their way in. It can force their way in, and if you resist them, you can get a £15,000 fine and a year in prison. That's good, isn't it? And then what they want is they want to charge every single house as well to £2,300, over £2,000 anyway, to actually remove the gas from your house. Now, I can guarantee you that behind all of these schemes as well is another one of Fishy Rishy's mates that have got contracts to do all of this as well. So don't think that there's just to actually make people like miserable and ridiculous things to go net zero. Well, I've never heard of anything ridiculous. All of us are actually made of carbon. Did you know that? Right? If they did go to carbon zero, we'd all be dead anyway. It's pathetic. But all of that is just to actually make all of him and his mates even richer than what they are already. Okay? Don't get carried away with this distractions. Look for what's going on behind the distractions. Look for what they're trying to make you not pay attention to. That's what they're going to do. The depopulation program is speeding up. Anyway, just thought I'd cheer everybody up today. See you in a bit.